Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Challenge of the Super Sons, issue number 2, chapter 2, whatever you want to call it. It's digital exclusive, that's why there's nothing in my hands. Anyway, this was a really good book, but there was a major problem, and I've got somebody to blame. I'm pointing fingers. I'm jabbity jab pointing fingers at somebody in this one. You have to wait for that one, though. Let's get talking about who made this comic book. We'll get into the book itself. So, Chapter 2, Death by Doom Scroll. The words and the story are by Peter J. Tomasi. The art is by Max Raynor. The colors are by Luis Guerrero. And Rob Lay does the colors. The cover is by Raynor and Guerrero. And, yeah, bang. So, check this out, man. These guys return from the past, and Rora is there waiting for them. They got away from Faust, and when the funk did that happen? When did all that stuff happen? Like, last time I saw these knuckleheads, literally, like, one of them's called a knucklehead in this one. Last time I saw these two knuckleheads, freaking, they were, like, walking and nobody was paying attention, and all of a sudden, the people were around, doom, and boom, and they got, like, teleported someplace. And in this one, boom, they're teleported. It's like, oh, we're back in the 21st century. Wait, did you ever leave? Like, what happened? She's like, free from Faust. They had to fight Faust? Like, when did this stuff happen? You know what I think it is? I think that they missed a book. Since this is a digital exclusive, they're just like, yeah, upload the file, you're fine. And this was like actually supposed to be issue 3. That's my personal thought on this. I think they accidentally uploaded issue 3, but they put it under the issue 2 thing because they dumb. And who do I mean is dumb? Do I mean Tomasi's dumb? Do I mean Max Raynor's dumb? Hell no. The art in this is freaking fantastic. Like, it's out of the world. Look at the one. Look at the one where the knucklehead comment actually comes up, and see the 3D pose that John is in. My God. For an obvious kiddie comic book, this is amazing. Like, really putting some effort into this, bruh. And Raynor's got a history at DC. This dude's been doing DC comic books forever. I think the first time that I actually recognized his art as being great was in the WWE magazine. I specifically remember I had to look it up. Like, who are the people who wrote this? And I'm like, or drew this? And I'm like, yes, he did some of that work. I specifically remember commenting how freaking hot his art was when most people, I think, would just look at it as, oh, this isn't a very serious book, so whatever. I'm just in it for the paycheck. Not Rayner. Like, he draws the book the way the book is meant to be drawn, and it's freaking great, and it shows. That's one of the best parts. It shows. I got tattoos where it shows. Anybody remember that movie? Brownie points if you did. Anyway, no, I think that it's actually DC. DC screwed up. That's what I think. I think that they went and, like, they changed it up and, like, oops, my bad. That's what I think. All right? Because if you got to point fingers at somebody, blame DC. You know why? Because they suck. They suck. They could suck a golf ball through a freaking garden hose. Remember that one? Which movie is this one from? They could suck start a Harley. Brownie points if you remember that one. Dude, these guys suck so bad. They're terrible. They're horrible. They're awful. And at the end of the day, it's freaking DC. They're constantly screwing something up. So you know what? I blame DC. I would not let the horrid nature of missing a freaking comic book and mislabeling another one go to Tomasi or Rayner. Hell no, they're untouchable. Damn it, they're untouchable. DC, that's who I blame. Anyway, this was a good book. I mean, like, we're missing an entire book, but it was a good book nonetheless. It was just, it's such an easy flow, man. They have to go and they have to save. I'm not going to tell you who, because it's like really cool, and you like see it and it's like, what? So apparently with the Doom Scroll, you've got 1 hour to save the person once once the scroll's prophecy kind of comes through. Once you can visualize it, you've got 1 hour to do that. But they have to get someplace quick. The problem is they can't get there quick enough because Superboy can get there, but how's Damian going to get there? If he's riding on the dude's back, he's going to burn up in the atmosphere. And it's true, he would at certain speeds. Like, he wouldn't be able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Even at like Mach 1, he wouldn't even come close, like no breath, just your head flying off. You know what I'm saying? Yes, even somebody as tough as Damien. That being said, this was, bruh, they brought back Oh, the Supermobile. I don't remember what it was actually originally called. Maybe that's what it was originally called. But I remember there was a comic book where Superman had to go to space, had this big blue thing, and it had the fists on the side and reach out and start moving things in space because he couldn't breathe in space. You know what I'm saying? He still can't, but he can hold his breath a lot longer now. But that wasn't the case back then. He couldn't breathe in space. So he had to, with the stuff. And I remember I had this toy. And I got this toy later because some kids in my third grade class, I moved schools a lot. And I remember I moved to this new school, and these kids, these bully type kids, they actually had the freaking Supermobile. And I was just like, what is that? And they kept on clicking it, and it would like do a click click kind of thing. And I'm like, what is that? And I, go over there, and they're just like, don't show it him. He's gonna ruin it. I'm thinking, you don't even know me, dude. Like my first day was last week. Like, shut up, dude. You don't know me. But I'm just like, no, like, I just want to see, what is it? It's like, here. So I like grabbed it and I looked and I was like, dude. And you push the fists in, and then you push some part, I forget which part of it. I think something on the back. You push it, and then all of a sudden the fists come out and like punch something. I'm like, this is so awesome. And I didn't even see it in the comic books at the time. I just saw this and like, dude, that toy is a real thing. They really made that toy back in, what would that have to be now? If I was in third grade, then I would have been 8 years old. 75, 80, so that's 83. So around at 1983 or so, that's when they made this thing. I'm saying that's pretty freaking dope. That is really dope. So bang, there you go. They had this thing available. It's probably a vintage thing now. And how hard would it be for DC to sell another one? Because it'd be awesome, and slap the Adventure Challenge of the Super Sons thing on it, because the book is amazing, even when they skip a freaking issue. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, granted, there is the chance that this could become a little bit stale. If it's just going to be, well, hey, we got to go over here now, and we got to save this person. Oh, wait, we saved that person. Now we got to go save that person. I'm going over here now. I'm over here. You're over here now. I'm over here now. I was over there. Now I'm over here. You're over here now? Yeah, I'm over here now. Anybody remember that movie? 3 movies. Find all 3 of them and get a Nobel Prize, or I don't know what you're gonna get, but it's the idea, you get bragging rights if you can put all 3 of them in the comments. You like all 3 of them, and if you only get 2 of them, it's probably better than the guy who only got 1. So I'm saying, put them in the comments. First person who gets it, special shout out, because I'm saying this was a good book. How do you even miss a book and just have a general basic thing, but you just get these characters so right? And if that's not the way the characters were originally meant to be, F those other people, because this is the way that I want the characters. I love this book. I have so much fun reading this book. It's off the wall freaking crazy. And I couldn't possibly ask for anything more from this. Guys, as lost as you may be reading this one because somebody missed a book, you shouldn't miss this one. All right. And this is why they need to make the physical copy, so that we can actually show. Look, see, if they would have done the physical copy, one, this probably wouldn't have happened. But if it did somehow happen, that would be worth so much money. But like, look, I got a messed up book. Everybody likes the messed up books. I'll talk to you guys later. Like the video, watch an ad. Oh, and comicbookuniversity.com for some merch. I was told that if you take a picture of yourself wearing Comic Book University merch and post it, I'm supposed to like follow you back and post retweet the picture and stuff like that. So anyway, I don't know why I didn't think of that idea. Talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.